Thank you, Dr. Eric. I am deeply honored. I was so excited, Dr. Bata, Dr. Cruz, and Dr. Obelia, to have you in the audience. Of course, through the initiative of our director, Arnel Del Barrio. I am a big fan of Central Luzon State University, and to have the pillars of this university here today, as well as I'm excited about the Philippine Carabao Center because it symbolizes it is an industry that symbolizes the Filipino, and an industry with great potential, great opportunity. And so I am so privileged. I didn't expect the introduction. I didn't realize, Dr. Eric, you are an academician, and so you did some research. Because I feel whatever it is that I have received is the work of millions of Filipinos who have not stopped loving our country and not stopped caring for people, including many of our many Filipinos abroad who have helped us build the Philippines as a land of opportunity, a country that they left simply because they had to look for opportunity for the family somewhere else. But I came to realize that by being a radical optimist, that it helped me to bring me to this point at my age. Tuwan-tuwa ako kasi mas bata ako kay Dr. Batad, pero he continues to inspire at his age and produce 7 children. How many PhDs? 5 PhDs. Alam mo ninyo, kasi with people like you who are so busy, no, it is to be amazing that you also have been an inspiration to your own children. Yes, well, the thing here with me is that my family has not abandoned me, despite the fact that I've always been all over. In fact, I've been married for 37 years at hindi pa ako iniiwanan ng asawa ko. Sinabi ko sa kanya, marami po akong pamilya. Kasi I have expanded my definition of family to include the poor. And so I spend more time with them than I do with her and with my family since we started GAWAD KALINGA in Bagong Silang in 1995. I would leave my house at 5 o'clock in the morning to be with the slum dwellers. I felt that my children were privileged to have parents who could afford to send them to the best schools. But I was there with the unschooled. No, so ang nangyari, hindi po ako naka-attend ng graduation ng mga anak ko. No, so my eldest daughter graduated from Ateneo. I was not there for her graduation, but eventually I became the commencement speaker of Ateneo. And if I did not spend my time with the homeless, with the orphans, with the fatherless, I would not be invited. So I was not there for my second daughter's graduation in UP. No, because also I had to be in another place where there was a calamity. No, and then my youngest daughter who graduated from La Salle, she didn't even attend her graduation. She also joined me in another project area. So ako'y natutuwa na yung mga anak natin it's not the amount of time we spend with them, it's also the values that we have learned, and my children learn the values of generosity. They learn to share me with others. And I realized that I have children who are very happy because they're less selfish. So nangyari po, I have 4 adult children who are now social entrepreneurs. And 3 of them are married to social entrepreneurs. They started a company called Human Nature 7 years ago, and it has now become the biggest natural cosmetic company in the Philippines in 7 years. They pay their people double the minimum wage. So in the factories in Laguna, where the minimum wage I think is 350 or 375, they pay 750. And they have a no firing policy for their people. Now, so I realized too that that I've raised children who also now consider the poor as family. And if you consider the poor as family, you will not leave them behind. But I also consider the rich as family, because without the rich, we cannot end poverty. So I'm with the poor in the morning because they're family. I'm with the rich in the afternoon because they're family. I'm with my wife at night because she is my family. So it helps us to define the world we want to build. No? And kanina, I was inspired by the speech of Director Arnel. Sabi nga niya na we have to dream bigger, we have to work together, and we have to move faster. The problem of poverty is so massive that our response cannot be small. At kung nananaginip ka na naman, bakit ka pa magtitipid? Kailangan, we have to really see for us to really explore the potential of the Filipino. You know, he's the greatness of his spirit. Kasi there's 11 million of us all over the world, and wherever we go, we are a positive presence. 4 million Filipinos in America are now at the top of the economic ladder. So they went there at the bottom, worked very hard, and they're now at the top. And many of them are in the top universities. I don't see their children in the top universities. I studied homelessness in America. I went to Seattle, I went to different parts of the US. I did not meet a Filipino who was homeless, or a squatter or something. But then, so I realized that something is terribly wrong. Filipinos pursued the American dream, but then somehow they lost sight that this country is a great blessing to us. And there was reason why people left many years ago, and I cannot question that. But things have changed. The Philippines now is the second fastest rising economy in the whole world. No, and this is now the Asian century. 200 years ago was the European century of industrialization. Last century was the American century of the century of technology. But this is now the Asian century, and this is about our shared humanity, that we are going to create prosperity that does not leave the poor behind. And this is where we use our science to match the greatness of our spirit, to use the best systems. So we want to match our compassion for one another with our competence. We want to match our kindness with our excellence, because they have to go together. So today, I brought some of the brightest people from Europe, and they come here for 6 months to do internship with us. So now, I'm not attracting the rejects of Europe. I am attracting the brightest and the best. Because this is a beautiful country with great potential, and they are starting to see the beauty of this country that many of us have not seen yet. So, yung isa dyan, two I think are in the dairy industry. Yung isa dyan, anak ng presidente ng Nestle, so Charlotte, she's in the dairy industry. Yung isa naman dyan may-ari ng isang butter company. Max, stand up. I know you don't like to. So they're in the milk industry. Pero I don't want to go into cows, because we have to go to Carabao. Because this is let's not go to our areas of weakness. Let's not allow our own our weaknesses, our inadequacies. Let's not allow also these things that that our poverty to define us. Let's look at our great potential, our strength, our potential for abundance. Let's look at what makes us unique, and Carabao is to me the best, is the most unique proposition in the dairy industry. Kaya you're in the right business. Ang problema lang, you have to sabi ni Dr. Batat, kasi we are also the best in technology, the best scientists. When you go to CLSU, you go to UP Los Baños, no, you gain a lot of knowledge and competencies. Ang problema lang, you have to learn to work with other stakeholders in the market. So with your knowledge, you go to the farmers. Ang problema lang, you don't talk to the businessmen like us. No? So I hope that CLSU and the PCC will really see the value of social entrepreneurship, because that is now where the global economy is going. So it's no longer capitalism fueled by greed. No, but it is enlightened capitalism. Now that for people who are enlightened, just like the French had their enlightenment and the Renaissance, no, that's why they had to storm the Bastille, no, and cut off somebody's head, right? When she was asked what to do with the poor, what did she say? Give them cake. And so they cut off her head. No? So dito sa atin, we realize that opportunities are staring us in the face, and the Carabao is staring us in the face. My problem is that you have the technology, you have the passion, but you cannot do it alone. Sila naman, they have the competencies in business, but they do not have your technology. So this is the thing. We have to create our hub. We have to create also, we have to really focus on strategic development. That's why also we're building the first farm village university in the world in Angat, Bulacan. No, it is where we get the top engineers. So the engineers, please stand up. No, Leo and Karan. So they're helping us now. They come from the top school in France, Polytechnique. That's where they're yung mga mayayabang doon ang gagaling, no? At mga mayayabang. You understand mayabang? You understand mayabang? No? People with big talent and big egos. Okay, thank you. So they're here for 6 months to help us build a lot of our engineering infrastructure, including our water system, our energy, and so on. But we also have people like, can we have our agri team, please? Margaret is staying with us for 1 year. She's into animal science. And Charlotte into project management. She's from a university, a business school in Switzerland. And we have Kathy, she's into an agronomist, okay? And also, Victor is from a business school in Lyon, yeah, right? And Maxans, business also, okay? Ito hindi ito kailangan ng trabaho. Kasi maraming mamanain. Now I said you don't have to work hard, you just have to run naked and do. Ang sarap kasi manloko eh, no? Kasi matagal na tayo ginugoyo ng mga puting, di ba? Ang sarap ng pakiramdam na yung ako dito Pilipino, mautusan ko puro puti. Rick Limon, are you here? Please stand up. Oh, they're all laughing. Okay? So Limon, so these are tops, they're top in their country. And so ayoko dito magpadala sa Pilipinas ng mga sex tourists at yung mga backpackers na walang pera. Kailangan ang padala natin dito, pinakamagaling, pinakamatalino, pinakamaganda, pinakagwapo. Kasi hindi na alis dito sa Pilipinas. Maraming Pilipino nag-asawa ng foreigner para umalis. Sila, no, dito yan, hindi na mag-asawa ng local yan para hindi na aalis sa Pilipinas. Kasi the best place to be in the world today is the Philippines. And the best time to be, this is the best time to be a Filipino. Okay? Kaya yung tatlong anak ko nag-asawa ng mga volunteer ng taga-ibang bansa, pero lahat sila umalis sa bansa nila para tumira na dito sa Pilipinas. No, kasi wala kami, we're building what we call a walang-iwanan economy. No, and the best way is to create a platform where people come together with different competencies. So the best in marketing, in product development, in agriculture, the best people in engineering, they have to come together. So para itong kibbutz of Israel. Kami kasi agri-based. Because the reason for our poverty to me is very clear. The loss of our human capital. Because 86% of our public high school graduates from the rural areas will not get a college education. That is to me the greatest poverty. No? At gumraduate man, very low quality education. So college graduates natin have to become nannies in France. Okay, the second problem is the abandonment of our fertile land. Almost 12 million hectares of fertile land. And maraming mga landowners who are abroad who have, and the vast tracts of land are wasteland. So our goal is to be able to turn the wasteland into abundance. Marami din nagdo-donate sa simbahan, pero hindi naman isi-share sa mahirap ang lupa na yan. No? So, I guess this is what we wanted to prove in GAWAD Kalinga. No, that this is our faith in action. No, that kailangan, we have to value our Christianity and our being Filipino by providing land for the landless, home for the homeless, food for the hungry, and for us to restore human dignity so that there will be greater productivity, and so we will also gain